Oh Lord, the train outside, but
What's good, my party people? It's your boy Darshaun Smith back again for another episode of the Positivity Hour. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about this one easy, simple, super, ultra, simple trick to live your best life today, and most importantly, to live the life you want to be living, okay? More on that after the intro, so let's get straight to it and going after new goals. Let's go! All right, now that we're back, I mean, for you, that was like 30 seconds or something like that. Okay, really like 15. But for me, it was instantaneous, okay? Let me just, free my headphone cord up so I can actually hear myself and move more. But, yeah, I want to start this episode off by just, taking a drink of water. And most importantly, just letting you know that this is not the one easy step. You have to do more than drinking water. But if you don't do this, you'll die. You hear that? Tap water, straight from the tap. All right, I don't like the purified water. You need a little bit of, I don't know if this water is good or not, because you got to keep the immune system good. But I say all that to say, we're just gonna hop straight into this episode for today. And for today's episode, I don't really have any particular direction or anything I'm going. I could talk for an hour, I could talk for the 2 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I just have something I've been thinking a lot about recently, both in terms of just literally flipping my calendar so it's the right day, and then just casually scrolling Instagram and seeing posts from famous Dex and his growth since his mom passed away, and kicking his drug addiction, and stuff like this, as well as just people who like myself who graduate in 63 days now, and we're just trying to graduate from college, 4-year college, University of Iowa, R1 Research Institute, 2 degrees, there's stuff like that, and how we can best set our lives up for that post-college graduation experience, that feel, that vibe, that way of life, and most importantly, a way of life that is not so trash or sucky, or however you want to say it. Because what I'm saying here, in short, without, just the high energy, random barrage of different words coming at you left and right, what I'm saying is, if my camera were focused, is, you can do something today and level yourself up and start living the life you want to live, rather than just casually going through the motions and doing nothing, being a bum. I'm not saying being a bum is still living at your mom's house at the age of 25. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, if you're living at your mom's house and you're not utilizing that fact that you may not be getting charged rent or a very small amount, reasonably speaking, and you're still not going above and beyond to, get your money up or something like that, then you need to consider yourself a bum. But none of that really goes towards the point, okay? The point I'm trying to illustrate here is that if you do this one simple thing right here, you will change your life today and start living the life you want to live, okay? Are you ready for it? I can end the video right after I say this, okay? I'm dropping the sauce 3 minutes in. Retention is already about to be trash, okay? The one easy step to start living the life you want to live today is to, drum roll please, just do it, okay? Literally, like Shia LaBeouf said, okay? It's that simple. If you want to go be a car photographer, well, you got a phone? Yeah, you got a camera? You got anything? I don't know. It could be a Polaroid. Okay, go find a car, take a picture of it. There you go. You live in the life you want to live. Obviously, you need to level that up, okay? Let's say you want to be a model, okay? Victoria's Secret or Ray Gun, local Iowa, shop. They're not going to hit you up if you don't have a portfolio. How do you get one, Darshaun? You may be asking yourself, okay? I'm going to drop the sauce on you. And I'm not even a model, but I do take pictures. So I do have a portfolio of my own. And you do that by just doing it, okay? Literally, have you ever I don't know, bought some clothes, took some stylish pictures, influencer stuff, made your own runway show? You need to provide some value before you're gonna get given some value, if you're catching on to what I'm saying, okay? For all of those who can't see the video, I was doing the dollar, some moolah, some cash money, and yeah, Speaking on that, though, in a related term, okay, now that we can actually get serious, now that all the fake people have left, now that I told them the one easy, air quotes, thing to do is value and like what that is, okay? Especially, I've been thinking a lot about this recently, being that I am getting ready to go more full time in the production company and in the side things that I got going on and such. And one of those came up from a friend that my brother put me on to. His name's Josiah. I'll definitely drop his information in the channel description, YouTube description, whatever you want to say. And he made this repost of something someone posted on Twitter, because he makes cool video edits and things of that nature, and he's leveling himself up, living his best life today, living the life he wants to live every day, and he brought up this simple point that price is what your client pays, okay? Value is what you receive, okay? And largely this gets into the whole famous Dex thing I was loosely talking about, as well as the greater situation of how to actually live your best life today. And you ultimately just need to provide some value, okay? So whether your dream is being an astrophysicist, what are you doing? Are you practicing your equations? Are you trying to map the solar system on your free time? What are you doing to get to that goal, okay? Literally start from anywhere. Just do it. That's the one easy step, okay? There is no one path to success. I talk about this all the time in this podcast, and that's essentially what this episode is about. But sticking with the trying to be inclusive to all ideologies and backgrounds thing. If you want to go be the mayor of your town, go, just do it. Just run. You know what I'm saying? What's stopping you? You don't need no political degree. You don't need to be a lawyer. Just do it. Okay, there's some 18-year-old in a little Louisiana town of 6,000 people who just got elected mayor. He's not even out of high school yet or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just go do it. It's not hard. I think it's harder for you just to sit idly and do nothing about your situation than it is just to at least think about what it could be, or think about how to change your circumstance in life, because ultimately that's what it comes down to. I'm not saying all of this just to be all flashy or to be oh, I'm privileged, or I'm not, okay? I grew up rough, but it's cool because it made me what I am made me into what I am today, and most importantly, it gave me the drive to do better and provide. So I say all that to say, one point that I've wanted to address in terms of this whole how to live the life you want to live within this world point is what is considered easy. Probably I should have led with this before all the fake people left, but what one considers easy, air quotes, is up to them. You know what I'm saying? To me, just doing it isn't hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's more scary just to live my life like a bum for 40 years and hope Social Security covers everything, once I die, or on my way towards in life. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather try and fail than do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when I say the one easy air quotes thing is just to do it, other people are but I don't know how to get started, okay? This is why you may be realizing I already addressed that point indirectly right after I said just do it. Literally, okay? I want to be a video editor, or at least get my editing skills up, or so I started making edits of people. I made some edits of my friends, made some edits of, cars, made some edits of myself. I'm just doing it, okay? I want to get better at Photoshop and graphic design. I want to finally, get my clothing company fully started and create designs that are my own, that I had to actually go through and create and stuff like that. Oh, guess what I was doing yesterday? Learning the new tips and tricks on Photoshop and applying that. eventually, after like looking at these videos for like 2 hours, I was like, you know what, skip this, man. I'm just gonna see how far I can get by myself, okay? And I got pretty decently well. Maybe I'll overlay some of like the pictures and things I was making. I'm still trying to work on like how to remove the backgrounds and merge everything together and aspect ratios and all of that. You'll see it when it's done. I'm not giving up, but I definitely, like, after working on it for a while yesterday, I was like, dang, okay, I don't know enough. I need to watch more YouTube. But nonetheless, just do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not no Photoshop expert. I didn't get a degree in graphic design. I'm getting a degree in sociology and African American studies, okay? But that's the real reason why I really appreciate my social degree. Because as they told me, okay, sociology, you don't learn a specific trade. You learn how to adapt and learn new things. And I'm using my degree then, I guess, because I'm just adapting and learning how to, become the person I want to become. And that's ultimately what all of this is about, how to live your life, how to live the life, rather, you want to live, like like I said, you could do nothing or you could do something, okay? You could try the new thing and just do it, or you can just complain, be broke, you could just complain and be single, you could just complain and be a nobody, and then just die when everyone forgets you, know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying like everyone's dreams, goals, and aspirations are the same in this world, and I'm not saying that everyone can, be super ultra mega successful, like everyone could be in the 1%. There's a reason there's 1%, but what I am saying is there is a very large section of this world we live in, almost 8 billion people now, if not we've already crossed that number at the time of this recording for future generations, the 8 billion or so people in this world, who are just like not able to think how I'm talking about, but also they're not able to realize that they have more power and agency over themselves and their lives than they would like to admit. Ultimately speaking, that's what it all comes down to. Like I guess like this is okay. There we go. Okay, now I got something else to talk about. Okay, right here, I was talking about how to live the life you want to live, okay? And using this one easy step. The easiest step is just doing something, okay? The harder step, I feel like, and I don't even feel like this, I think and I know, because, I still fall victim to, like, not doing this sometimes. The hard step about all of this is believing you could do so in the first place, okay? Like I've had a YouTube channel since like 2012. I've been making little skits here and there, but it was just like a fun side hobby thing that you do because, like, I don't know, you're a young kid growing up in this environment and it's just like what you do. But at the same time, like until like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months ago, I didn't really like believe I could actually like do this, or like I could get paid, or like get paid for a photo shoot, or get paid for a video edit, or some brand advertising or something like that. I didn't believe, but I just did it anyways. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, you just get the courage and you get the the understanding of how I need to optimize this circumstance. How do I need to improve this, or what's my style? And I'm not just talking about my video editing. This could come to, I don't know, like we'll take athletic trainer for example. Like what's your routine look like? Like, do you even know how to be an athletic trainer? Like what are you doing to live that life? Just do it. Like, have you tried watching a YouTube video? Have you tried shadowing a successful athletic trainer? Have you tried going out and just like when you go to a football game or a basketball game, instead of just like watching so hard, just like observe the people in the situations in which you want to be in, It all just comes down to changing your frame and changing what you want to get out of something, ultimately speaking. And I think largely this is due to the fact that you're not drinking enough water. So make sure you drink some water, y'all, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry, my mouth was getting dry. It was perfect time to do it. But I say all that to say that, you need to go out there and experience the world. And most importantly, like, learn from the people who are already doing what you're doing, okay? That's why I said, how to live your life you want to live, just go do it, okay? Like me, I want to go, that's because, like I said, boost the production company, get better at social media stuff, get better at in-demand skills today that will pay me, because, Yeah, exactly that. I'm not trying to go be like, I don't know, a petroleum engineer. Okay, you see, electric's the future. Like, there's still money there. Don't best believe I still got some stocks in BP. But at the same time, you better start investing in the battery technology companies too, because even if gas don't fully go away, these emerging markets are coming up, and you really need to like take some time to like think about like, what's in demand, what's gonna pay me. I think my mom said this to me one day or something. Maybe it was off of one of those like Facebook posts, but nonetheless, I think my mom said this to me. She was like, son, you Darshaun Smith can have any job you want in this world, okay? As long as they're hiring, you know what I'm saying? And I can confidently tell you that the whole digital age, the digital production, editing, thumbnail creation, social media marketing, branding, YouTube, TikTok, all of that is in high demand right now, and I don't see that going anywhere. And rather than just like idly sitting there and not getting paid, when I'm seeing people make hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of millions, or rather just like building brands in which they can monetize and just be themselves. Mr. Organic's a perfect example. You see the organic backpack. Hold on a little bit. There we go. You see the Mr. Organic backpack right there. You know what I'm saying? And like I just it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And it all comes down to the simple fact that like you just gotta do it, you know what I'm saying? Rather than, like I said, sitting idly by, get off your butt and just get up and do something, okay? But with all that being said, I want to go back to the whole Famous Dex thing, because like I said, Famous Dex was he recently, I'm not sure if I screenshotted it, but he recently just made a post yesterday about a fan giving him some custom shoes or something like that. And like, he's a rapper, he's famous, millions of monthly listeners, things of that nature. And, he's rich living his life. Okay. But like he what these shoes meant to him, and what his fans in this setting put him on was exactly what I'm talking about today, is how to live the life you want to live and just changing something today, just doing it today. And a couple years ago, back in like, I don't want to get the date wrong, but in the 2010s, he lost his mother to cancer, I believe. And back then, his rap career was even bigger than where it was now. And most importantly, for the story of, change and things of that nature, he just was in a way worse state of life. He was still addicted to drugs, still making, pretty controversial music, and most importantly, or not most importantly, but, sadly, as he pointed out in this post, promoting, gang violence, gun violence, all of these things, and, harming the community in which he comes from and in which he loves so much, especially as a black and brown person, in America. And, like that post was just a really good reminder that, like, as he was trying to change his life for his mom, who was like passing away, and ultimately, like, when she did pass away, that like affected him in a way in which he was just like, hey, I've been trying to do it, but I'm gonna live the life I want to live, and here's one way to do it. Just do it, okay? He went to the rehab center, and got drug free. He took a break from music just to like, fix himself, mentally, spiritually, whatever, and then just came back bigger and better, most importantly, just came back with as a person who's, more inspirational, more motivational, more, in line with just, being the happy, upright, motivating, Dexter, you came to know, what I'm saying? The music's still fire. Don't get it twisted, okay? And, like, I don't know, you're still probably going to hear something that's, a little drug related. But at the same time, what I'm saying? At least this man is not on the perkies anymore. He's not on the Lenny anymore. He's not on the, the really hard substances that were really, like, taking people, young rappers and such. So, and that ultimately culminated in this post. Like, this fan, like I said, gave him some custom clothes, custom shoes, and all of that. And they had a real genuine, like, interaction right there. But I say all that to say that, like, this is a real world example of, you know, these famous people are they're not like you can't base okay, this is really funny actually, because remember what I said, the whole like just do it Shia LaBeouf thing at the beginning of the episode, about 15 minutes ago now. You can't base like what you're trying to do in this world off of like what famous people are doing necessarily, because they're just as normal as you. I mean, even like Andrew Tate posted some clip today, or like someone on his team, about like, you know, there are 50% of the world is women. So like, one, like if you hate women, that's a bad proposition to take, because you just you get it. But also, most importantly, what was actually said in the video was, you know, just understanding that, you know, everyone's normal, you know, so don't be scared to go talk to someone, you know, especially if you're like a person who's attracted to women or something like that. But also just like, you know, reaching out to new opportunities, like, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, Kanye West is a little crazy, but he still wakes up and poops, you know what I'm saying, like, Selena Gomez is now the most followed person out there, but like, I don't know, like she still has moments where she's just like, you know, like just normal human things. You know, it's hard to think of like people who have achieved so much or become so controversial as like being like normal humans, but they still have the same mental breakdown you probably just had. They still have the same drug addictions you probably have, and then most importantly, they you know, still are just, you know, trying to recover from, you know, all of the traumatic experiences that they've been through in their lives, because we're all messed up. We all need to go to some therapy, and especially ever since, you know, the whole like COVID pandemic, you know, we all just need to like reconnect with what it is, you know, or what being a human is what I was trying to say, because I think we have lost that point, and ultimately I'm still on theme of like how to live the life you want to live today, you know what I'm saying? And at least for me, and what I want to do in life, you know, a lot of that comes down to like, you know, a few points in which I've summarized, or that I'm going to summarize, of which I've already talked about, which is, you know, just understanding that life is short, and if you want to live the life you want to live, you better do it today. So just do it. You know, if you don't have the experience, you need to go out there and shadow someone who's currently doing it. There we go. Okay, going back to a point in which I missed earlier. That's why with the production company, I'm trying to join the Hawkeye Marching Band media team, so I can, you know, work with some, you know, creators who are, you know, making good films, or, you know, they get really good at, you know, Adobe Illustrator, or, you know, or some animation, or Photoshop, things of that nature. But yeah, so go work with people who are doing what you want to do. That's another way to do it. But then also, if you think you have the skills, this is the end game now. This is where I want to finish this episode, and it comes down to the whole idea of, if you want to work for someone, or you want to do the thing you want to do, create it. You know, I was talking about this with my whole Photoshop Darshaun animation thing I was making, and I'm still gonna make that. It's still in the progress of being made, but I say all that to say, when it comes to just doing it, you literally just need to do it. And then once you create something of value, that's when you share it with the person who you're trying to get your foot in the door for. You know, don't just like DM someone and be like, hey, can I have a job? You know, like make them an edit, you know, and show them like, hey, this is what I made for you. Like, do you like it, or something like that? And you don't even like ask for the job. If anything, like this is literally how like KSI's editor got his job, or like the editor for his clips channel. He just started making KSI clips, and eventually KSI found out and was like, bruh, I'm gonna pay you to do this because you're expanding my audience in like India and, you know, the Eastern Pacific region, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, if you're creating something of value, people will reward you for that, and that's how you get your foot in the door. You know, unless you know the person that knows a 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 person, you know, you're not just gonna get in the door, you know, willy-nilly and just like, you know, how do you say, just get lucky. Ultimately speaking, there is no such thing as luck. You know, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And what I'm saying about the whole social media world, and what I'm saying about you being going into emerging industries, and most importantly not dying industries, is that there is immense opportunity out here for all of us to capitalize on what it is to be human, what it is to have access to more information than ever before on my branded Stay Positive phone. and you just not taking advantage of it, you know? So like, if you aren't successful, that's your fault, you know? If you aren't living the life you want to live, that's your fault, you know? If you aren't changing your circumstance or doing everything in your power to try and overcome the gentrified neighborhood you live in, or try and overcome the, you know, living paycheck to paycheck, you know, broke, you know, bottom 99% below working class American status you may have, it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally have seen people who were homeless be 100 millionaires in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? It's rare, but at the same time, that's the reason it's rare, because so many people just don't have what it takes. And do you want to know what it takes to live the life you want to live? It just takes some courage, and most importantly, it takes you starting today, okay? And that's the one easy step on how you live the life you want to live, and that's where I'm going to end this episode. So thanks for listening to today's episode. I'm your host, Darshaun Smith, aka the Positivity God, also known as D Money, and most importantly, exclusively on this podcast, is the most important man, because I've said it so many times. Hopefully you're not playing the most important drinking game, but D Money, okay, not D Money, but Big D, there we go. Make sure you like, subscribe, unsubscribe, hate, comment, follow, unfollow, share, report. I don't care what you do, just do something for the algorithm, and most importantly, have a great day today. Stay positive, get the bread, gang, going after new goals. This has been a Darshaun Smith production. 115-550 is the Creative Collective, and man, let's get this bread, okay? We out. That's 25 minutes right there. And enjoy the jazz on the outro, okay? I'll see y'all around. Woo!